Match day 2 is coming up and all eyes will be on that game between PSG and Manchester City. This is how Group A is shaping up so far. PSG perfect in Ligue 1, but could only draw in Bruges on match day 1 of the Champions League. Jules, how big of a game is this for them?
It's huge, Kay, of course, especially after the points dropped in Belgium in match day 1, and also because it's City, because of the rivalry between the two owners, of course, because of what happened in the semi-final last season, when City came to the Parc des Princes and won, despite really struggling in the first half in that game, and then being even more in control in the second leg back in Manchester. So for Mauricio Pochettino, this is more than just a game. And he will have Messi back for that, maybe even Marco Verratti, who they're both in the squad. We're not sure who's going to be the goalkeeper and how PSG will play, but it certainly feels like a very special night that is brewing in Paris right now.
Well, let's talk of everything that's going on the pitch. Of course, there's a bit of drama, and we've been talking about any drama that comes up with PSG. You may have seen the images of Mbappe caught on camera, a little bit upset with Neymar, and he called him what means a beggar, basically. Mauricio Pochettino has said there's no problem here. He said in football, this kind of thing happens between competitors. It made a lot of noise outside the group, but internally it was nothing. The two spoke to each other. I also discussed with them, and you saw that in training they were laughing. Is this a big deal or not, Stevie?
If it's exactly what he says, then no. You know, a similar thing happened with Mane and Salah a couple of seasons ago, when Mane took the hump because Salah didn't pass to him. I mean, it hasn't caused any problems at Liverpool, and I would imagine this actually sounds a very similar situation. He just wanted a pass, and he's turned to a teammate, and a camera's caught him. I don't think it's any more than that. But if it is, then there's trouble, because players don't forget things like that. This has happened before. I've played in a team when it happened, and it never goes away. So I'm sure it's the first one, but if it's the second one, it'll cause problems.
That's the thing. This kind of thing has the potential to spiral out of control. It seems not so long ago we were talking about Kylian Mbappe and Olivier Giroud in the lead up to the Euros, and how that affected or would affect the France national team. And this for me is similar. This kind of thing happens often, but it really comes down to the two players, how it's interpreted, their relationship before, and see where it goes from here on in. So ultimately, time will tell, but quite clearly, going into a game of this magnitude with everything around it, it's not the kind of headlines anybody wanted to be discussing.
Jules, is a lot being made of this?
Yeah, but I think that's right. It's the way it happened that Mbappe's on the bench talking to Trezeguet. There's the camera, because there's always a camera on him anyway, and that he says that at that time when Neymar has just given the ball to Draxler to score the second goal for PSG, and then he goes basically, and when it's me, he never passes me the ball. They love each other, those two, and we've talked a lot on the show of the time that they spend together on the field, off the field, and even to a certain extent the fact that Kylian is taking a lot from Neymar's personality and way of playing, etc., etc. So they still love each other now. It's just, I think that the frustration from Mbappe at the end of that game, where he had been subbed off, hadn't scored, he missed a few chances, and maybe that was just the frustration, nothing else, because we did see them at training today and they were very happy and they were in the same team and laughing with each other, and they actually passed the ball to each other too. So all is good, but you could tell the frustration from Mbappe on the bench, and I think that scene was very particular.
What's your take on it, Robbo?
If I was playing with Neymar, I'd have been frustrated with him a long time ago. I mean, you know, he's a player that wants to do most things himself. He's a great player, we know that. He can go past people, but he looks after himself. And if it's a pass or a shot, he's always going to take a shot. But I don't think there's going to be any problems between the two players, as Julian said. They get on really well with each other. They've got great friends. They respect each other. And over the course of the next few weeks, I'm sure they get on very well and pass to each other and score goals as well.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.